Hello, everybody. Welcome to my 31 Days of Halloween challenge. It is October 12th. It is my favorite time of the year, and today I rewatched The Evil Dead. It's my second take at this video because my computer decided to freeze when I did the first take, and so I lost like a really fantastic take. But here we are again, and before I get into the review, I just wanted to mention my self-published horror books on Amazon and Kindle that are perfect for this time of the year. The links are all down below in the description. I have a suspense and horror short story collection called The Eclipse Theater, a horror novel called Eternity, and a horror comedy called Duality. When somebody asks me what horror movie scares me the most, I usually say The Evil Dead. Today was my second time watching it, and it took me years to build up the confidence to watch it the first time. And the first time I watched it was earlier this year. I forget exactly when. It was a few months ago. It was earlier this year. And I was hesitant to watch it, but not because I heard anything bad. I heard nothing like that. All I heard was good things. But I was so scared to watch it because the people in it always looked terrifying. Anytime I would see a still from this movie, any sort of screenshot from this movie, any sort of picture from it, the people just looked insanely terrifying. And I even once had a nightmare about this movie before I even watched it. I had a nightmare about the people in it. Just the way they looked was so terrifying. Oh my goodness, the way the possessed people look and sound in this movie is still the creepiest look of any possessed person to me in any movie ever. And I just, they're still just so nightmarish to me. Even upon the second time watching it, I was just so freaked out. Just absolutely freaked out watching them. But I love the camera work in this movie. It just really sticks out to me. Sam Raimi is fantastic, and whenever the invisible force / spirits, whenever those move and the camera is just flying through the woods, that's incredible to me. That is like, those are some of my favorite moments. Those real creepy, eerie moments when the camera is flying through the woods and it's just real eerie, suspenseful. It makes me feel like I'm there. It makes me feel like I'm there in the middle of this whole situation, and it's just so creepy because they're secluded from everyone. They're away from the world. They're in the woods in this little cabin. They're away from everybody, and it's gonna be tough getting out if they want to try and escape. The people that aren't possessed, and it just the way this movie is shot and the way. Just the way they put this movie together, it makes me feel like I'm there in the middle of it. It makes me nervous, like I feel like I'm there. Like everything about it is so creepy. Just the way the cabin looks, the woods look, the way they even film the people like that. Even the shot, you know what creeps me out too? Is even the shot where Bruce Campbell is pretending to be asleep and he's got that little box in his hand with the necklace, and then his girlfriend is like eyeing it and she thinks he's asleep and so she wants to take it from him. Even the way they film that is just so creepy. Everything about this movie, the way it's filmed, every scene is building on every other scene before it to make it even creepier, even more suspenseful. It's dark and gloomy, and I just feel like I'm there, and I just love it. I love when they find down in the cellar, when they find that little recording of the guy talking about his previous studies, the guy that owned the cabin and all that sort of stuff, and talking about how you got to dismember them. Like, that stuff is just super wicked cool. It's just so creepy, and it makes you feel like you're there. I can't stress that enough, how much it just makes you feel like you're there. And the camera work is just it's just a movie where the camera really sticks out to me. The way they filmed it, the way they made it look like it flies when that invisible spirit, the demons, whatever you want to call them, the way that's passing through the woods, passing through the house, just the way you're seeing it through that invisible force's eyes. It's just so incredible. Just such an incredible movie. It terrified me the most out of every movie I think I've ever watched. Upon rewatch, it's still a very creepy movie, very eerie. The atmosphere is incredible. So I'd say to definitely watch this movie if you haven't and you want a good scare. But that's all for today, you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow's review of Friday the 13th. I've seen it a million times, and I'm going to see it a million and first time tomorrow. And don't forget about my books down in the description. Like I said, they're perfect for this time of year. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff, and have a happy October, everybody.